So by the end of this episode, you're going to be doing stuff like this. You're going to be just knocking stuff out. You'll be able to blow stuff up like that. You'll be able to face tank. You'll be able to zoom around. You'll be able to face tank and heal yourself. And it's pretty cool. Let's do these guys. And you're going to start spawning in a bunch of these other forged weapons that pretty much take care of all the different things around you. So let's go zooming over here. And they sit there and they'll fight for me. And I'm not doing anything. They're going to do all the things. And let's see if they can take out this big guy too. Pretty close. And we're going to improve those in the next episode after this one. But this is going to be really powerful. So let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Last Epoch, or Epic. We're going to be basically doing a Forge Guard build from scratch. We're going to be using Rive. Let's bring that up. It's right over here. Rive as the main attack, because Rive can actually spawn in these forged weapons, and we're going to end up controlling 12 of them. And they're basically swords or axes that spawn around you, and they just lash out and attack everything around you. So it's really cool. They also draw stuff in. And let's see. That's how we're going to spawn them. And then we're going to use Rive to draw things into us. We're going to use Rive to actually get health back. And let's take a look at Forge Strike. If we look at Forge Strike, we're going to use Forge Strike mainly to improve the 12 forged weapons that are out there, and we can improve them in quite a few different ways. And I've done this on solo self-found, and I'm going to do it online in a trade league and see how well we can really pump this up. So right now I am level 4, and I'll be updating you along the way. So let's I'll break away, I'll get my next level, and I'll show you what we're going to spend. And I'm just in the very first town. We are level 4. And all I've spent, let's see if I bring this up. I've just spent 2 points right here so far. And I'm going to spend the first 5 in this, because I'm going for more damage. I want a lot of damage, and we'll see what happens. And we can always respec. And Rive is going to actually be able to replenish our health and our mana, so there won't be an issue. So we'll be able to just do all the things that we want to do, and it won't be an issue at all. It'll be pretty cool. I like it so far. I made it to level 70, I think, and now I'm online because they've fixed the servers, I think. We'll find out. And I'll see you at level 5. Nice. Alright, let's do our first spends, and we'll figure it out. And along the way, we're going to, I can compare these weapons, and this says, it's the same except for, it has forging potential. This is interesting. So let's go ahead and actually, I don't think we can actually forge it, because we don't have the modifiers, any kind of prefixes or suffixes. We don't have any of the shards. We can't even improve that. So we can't craft on it yet. I wish they'd pull this back. And there we go. So now we just have increased chance to stun. Cool. Okay, so now we've hit level 5, and we're going to unlock Rive first. And we're going to specialize in it right here. And this is, you unlock more and more abilities to specialize in as you level up. So we're going to specialize in Rive first. And we've got a point to spend. I want to get to this really quick so we can start forging, summoning forged weapons. So it looks like we can go either this way or this way. And the ignites are nice, but I'm going to go for the more damage. And it's multiplicative because it says more instead of increased. And then maybe a stun chance too. So we'll go this way. And the very next one is we're going to start getting forged weapons to actually spawn. Pretty cool. And then we're going to push this plus sign, which brings up this, and we're going to spend our point right here. I guess more stun, but more melee damage. I want that. And we're going to spend our first 5 points in here, and then we'll go to the next stage. So I'll see you in a bit. And we just put Rive right here, and This vengeance thing we can put right there for now. Perfect. And then I'm using Warpath on the bigger packs. Odd, we already got a good a good drop here. And ooh, we got a nice two-hander. So this two-hander is a lot of damage. Right now we're doing 49 and 36. We'll pop this in here. We'll take the shield off. You can just throw it on the ground. Throw that on the ground. And 114.83. Night and day. And what was this relic that it dropped? Adds to our health. Okay. 5% of current health drained per second for 4 seconds when you use a potion. Weird. 5% less void. All those kind of damages taken. Necrotic damage to melee attacks and spells. Pretty cool for 4 seconds after potion use. So we use a potion and something happens and then we get more damage. Okay. Well, let's try it out right here. We'll use a potion right away. And our damage goes up, I assume. Maybe. And we're going to have to use another potion now. Oh, we got the effect there. See how it pops up? We'll use it again. And it's going to be... Yep, I shouldn't have used that many health potions, but no worries. Alright, let's finish this guy off. And done. And that's something I wanted to actually, I'm just here to have fun and experiment with those things, so... Ooh, we got some nice armor here. 24 health. And not that one. Okay. So let's just, yeah, this is flat out better in every way. So we're going to replace, oops. Right click does that. Shift right click drops it on the ground. Cool. Oh, and we'll get the waypoint. We'll go from there. Okay, let's improve Rive. Just click it over there. And we've got 1 point to spend, and we want to get here, or right here, we can start actually summoning forged weapons, which is what we're after. Very cool. Only a 6% chance. We're going to get that up to 24% chance. And then this, we're going to spend another point here, get even stronger. And now we're doing 85 and 117. And away we go. Easy. Let's see if we can actually spawn in one of the... There's the forged weapon now. And see what it does? It just goes off and attacks that guy for us. Pretty cool. And we can spawn more and more and more of them. We're going to get up to a dozen, I believe. I think we can get it up to 12. Probably even higher than that, but we'll see. Let's go do this guy. Well, here's another boss fight. And we'll spin around. Use a health potion. Get out of that stuff. Come into here, knock him down one more health potion, might as well use the last health potion, and he's done. And we get a bunch of stuff here. Let's just pick up all this except for this stuff. And we'll probably hide the white items. Let's do that next. So we're going to do Shift F, create a loot filter, create a new one from scratch, and we'll call it... we'll call it Forge Guard Sentinel, and we'll call basic. Cool. And we'll put that on there, and we'll put that color with it. Why not? All right, now we're going to add a rule, and we're going to hide condition item, no rarity. Normal. Update. And now are they gone? Yes. And then I made it so if you hold the V key down, you can go into your settings into change the input. It's down here. Let's see. I just made it so it's V. So if I actually want to see what's on the ground, just in case, I can hold V. Sometimes you'll have things that glow, and you're like, why is that glowing? And you're like, okay, that's why. Sometimes this gets stuck. Notice how that was stuck at 5, and I had to press that to get it going again? Interesting. Okay, so this weapon should just flat out be better. 117, right click, 116. Very close. Let's compare it. Oh, it's because of the plus 11 melee damage, but then we get the extra stun increase chance, so we'll keep that one. It's close, but we'll just keep it that way. We don't have one of these on, and then this one's cast, and then minion increased damage and increased physical damage. So even though that cast speed doesn't help us, the other two do. So we're going to go like that and put it on there. Cool. And then this we're just going to chuck on the ground, shift right click, and away we go. And here's the vault, I guess. Let's see. Anything? Anything cool? Not really. And it's just to toggle that loot thing. It goes on and off over here, which is pretty cool. Let's go back out and do the main story quest. And this guy right outside gave us a point to spend, but we gotta... I wish they would freeze that or not have guys attack you around here. So let's bring this up, and we're gonna spend a next point right there. Easy. Oh, now we got Rebuke. So let's set that up right now. Rebuke I'm gonna put on as A. And what that does is, as it comes up, I'll show you here. We're gonna put Warpath as S now, I guess. I'd like to be able to get rid of that, but it doesn't matter. We can do this too, but I don't use it that much. Let's say you're about to die, or there's a very dangerous area for Rebuke, right? What you can do is you put this bubble around you, and it basically reduces all your the damage you take by, I think, 80%. This deals 20 additional physical damage for each hit you receive while channeling too. So it bubbles you. And then at the end, when you decided to let go, or at a certain time, it only lasts for, I think, 8 seconds. You could sit here, but not even that. The cooldown is 8 seconds. There's a time where the bubble lasts, and then it pops. So let's say you're like, oh, I'm about to die. You just press that, and we can improve this too, and we will. It's pretty cool. It's a nice thing. So we can do something like this. We're getting attacked. And boom, and it did half his damage, not bad. So when you're surrounded by a bunch of things and you're like, oh, this is really bad news, you can do something like this and pop. Pretty cool. And we'll keep going. We got another point to spend, a passive point. The next one up, we're going to go with this. This comes really close down between two things. We could do just the stun avoidance with the increased damage, or we get the strength +1, which is 4% increased damage, I believe, per point. And then it also scales other things. It scales your armor, and then we also get the resistances too, which just makes our resistances at the end just easier to get. So we're going to go with this one, and we're going to take 5 of those next. So I'll keep leveling. I'll be right back. And we can always redo those. They're easy to redo, and we'll go from there. And we're using our Rebuke on this guy right away. And we used a bunch of... oh, get out of the fire. We'll take that off so it's easier to see. And we can just walk right up to him. I can press the Rebuke, and it just pops him and makes life easier. I'll use a heal there. And that 4%, it is weird. This thing is strange, this relic that we got. But oh well. Well, they make an interesting fight already here. See if we can spawn in until we get another point for Rive to be able to spawn in more of the what do you call it? The forged weapons. It's a little tough. I mean, just admittedly, it's not going to be. There's one. Got one of them in, but they're nice to have. And what do we get? Just one, and he's already done. And we'll keep chopping away. And let's see. Oh, let's get out of that thing. And we'll just knock this guy out. And we'll use our Rebuke thing here. Oh, well, let's heal up. And keep chopping away at him. We'll spin around. It's pretty easy stuff here, guys. Oh, and we'll do that. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a bunch of stuff. I'll go over it, and I'll come right back. Ooh, we got our first shards, so we can actually do some crafting, possibly. Let's see what we got. We've got Adds lightning resist, melee crit, somewhat interesting. And then we got minion damage, both interesting, I would say. Okay. Okay, and just for fun, let's actually do some crafting. So we're going to go like this. We're going to transfer all these shards that we just got. We're going to press F, and then we're going to Shift F to put it over here. And now, because we have some shards, we can actually do something possibly, yep, right here. We could add crit to this. So let's go ahead and put the crit on there. And because we have a shard for it, we can add some crit to it. Pretty cool. And then do we have any suffixes? Nope, we don't have any suffix shards. And we can't do that one, so nothing else on that. But we now have a weapon that has plus 2% crit strike chance. And we're at 136. Pretty cool. Nice. Now we found a vitality shard, so we could add vitality to boots, helmets, or body armor. We won't do it yet, though. And it's really nice when there's big groups like this that just come in. We can just go like this and use our rebuke and just sit in the middle of them, and it's not a problem at all. Ooh, we're getting our first glyphs, too. Glyphs are a little bit different. Let's see. A glyph randomly changes an upgraded affix to a different one that can spawn in that item instead. I'll explain what that means for one moment. Okay, well, we don't want the shield. Toss that on the ground. Let's say you found an axe like this one right here or this one right here, and it had plus 10% chance on poison damage or something. Oh, 1 second. Okay, and you wanted to get rid of it. So let's say we go like this. Let's put all these in here. We'll bring up the forging thing. You'd put this here. You would change to a glyph of chaos, and then you would decide which item you wanted. Let's say you would have a shard for it. You'd pick it, and then it would re-roll it as something else. And it's a good thing when you found a weapon that has everything's cool, but you don't want that one thing on it, and you have the shard to replace it. It'll re-roll it as something else. It's just a thing, so it's not bad. Let's see if this weapon's any better. We'll just go like this. We're at 150 and 140. And stun chance, nah. So we'll chuck it on the ground and keep going. And this will pop up over here, and it means that we have a few things to do here. It means that you can level up like one of these things. So how it says 1. So now we can level it up. We have a point to spend, and we're just going to get the chances of the forged weapon to spawn even more by going like that. Now it's up to 12%. And of course, our buddy gets... Oh, do we have to fight him? No, he just takes him away. Did you see what happened? I'll handle it. Go back to the camp. Cool. And another passive point. And we're going to spend it right here. We're just trying to get up to Shield Rush. Shield Rush is pretty cool, and I'll show you that when we get to it. It's going to be our movement skill that's amazing. And now you've unlocked the next specialization skill. We're going to actually go into that. And we're going to specialize in Rebuke. And if you don't like these things, you can redo them, but this is a really smooth, easy build. And all this stuff is like here, oh boy, all kinds of weird stuff, right? But we're going to head for this one first because I want to actually heal myself while Rebuke is happening. While I'm channeling it, I'm going to use this to heal myself back up as well. So it's pretty cool. That way, if I am taking a little bit of damage, it'll pretty much make me immune because we're getting 80% reduced damage. And then with this on here, depending on how far we pump it up to like 100, it's going to be pretty powerful. So we're going to take 1 point, and this is consequently going to actually add some mana regen. And we need 3 points to unlock this. So we'll take that next, and we'll go from there. And you're going to be wanting all the shards, because let's say you have a chaos glyph, you're going to use this chance to bleed shard to change it into something else. So you're going to be picking up even the shards you don't want because there's a use for those as well. Next up, I'm going to actually hide one-handed weapons. Let's see if we can do that. So add rule, hide, item type. I don't want to see shields either. Let's see. And one-handed weapons. We'll get rid of all those. And I guess offhands, shield, catalyst, and quivers. Sure, why not? Now, if you want to keep them and maybe make them for another character, you know, that would be a thing. We'll show that. Accessory, that's all fine. And item type, just like that. Should hide them now. Nice. You just got this melee attack speed. I want to add this to this weapon that I just found as well. So let's go ahead and add it. And it's probably a prefix, so we're not going to be able to, I'm guessing. Let's see. Nope, it's a prefix, so we can't add it to this. That's okay. Can we add it to anything else? Let's see. What can we add these to? Just to, oh, we could actually add them to gloves. And that's our gloves. I'm going to find a better pair of gloves to add them to. I don't want to just do it with that. And this relic, could we get rid of the relic that we're using? Minion health. I kind of like it, but I don't like the downside from it. Less void damage, plus 35 necrotic damage to melee attacks. Seems good when it happens, but we'll keep it. We'll toss this on the ground. Oops, let's get this back up there. Interesting. Toss this on the ground. We'll go from there. So we just got level 9. We're going to spend our next point there. And we're going to improve this one. We need 2 more to start doing this, where it actually heals us. Our rebuke does, but this does some mana back, which is cool. So what you do is we're spinning along, and then we use this to get our mana back. Nice. And Rive. Even more chances of stuff to spawn in forged weapons. Pretty cool. 18% chance when we kill something. And Rive is kind of sort of the single target attack. You know, the single target, the boss guy. And then this is just for all the other stuff. And then if I got one target there, I switch over to Rive. Pretty nice. Okay, let's do this boss fight. And let's see how well it turns out. We'll get the map off the screen. And we're going to do, I assume, a lot of single target. Let's do it. And we're going to use our... we're going to use our... There it is, our rebuke. We'll pop this back in. Heal up. And rebuke. Okay, perfect. Oh boy, this is good. Actually, a tough fight. What I've learned is that the fights are actually tougher earlier on. As we get stronger, the game gets a lot easier. But that wasn't bad at all. The rebuke saved us from that bad stuff. We go from there. Ooh, we get a couple of good things here. Physical resistances. Where is this? Intelligence, and then this one's intelligence, and this is lightning resist. This was the physical resistances, and we can add that to all these different things. For instance, let's just throw it on there. Let's have some fun. So we're going to open this up, put it on there, and if we transfer that stuff in, see how that popped up there? So now we can actually improve that. And it's going to take some of this forging potential away. We're at 9 physical resistance. We're going to use one, and we're going to use a glyph here that we have a 25% chance to not use up the forging potential on this roll here. Here we go. And now it's... Did I have a glyph of chaos? I did. I meant to have the glyph of hope in there, not the glyph of chaos. Well, now we just did that, and we changed it to fire resistance, I think. Interesting. Oh well, don't make that mistake. Can we improve it at all? No, we don't have enough glyphs to do anything like strength or different stuff like that. But this is just very temporary armor anyways. And let's compare this. 5%, 9% speed versus, oh, much better across the board. Toss that on the ground and we'll keep going. And if you ever want to see the different quests, just hold this shift key down and they'll pop up over here. And then you can right click on them and they'll bring you to them too. Like if you right click on it, we had one right here, it would just bring us right to the right area, and then you right click on the portal and you just waypoint right in. Pretty cool. And I just threw the weapon in here just real quick, and it's a chance to bleed. We might as well put it on there. I'm just going to have fun, so let's do it. And we could upgrade it twice. Right now it has a 36% chance, and I'm cool with that. Let's do it. Let's do it twice. It used up a bunch of forging potential, and now it has a 46% chance to bleed on hit. I figured, why not? And now we have these weapons with us, these forged weapons that just spawned in because we've been getting kills. And I'm not even hitting those guys. They're doing that on their own. So it's really nice. Pretty cool. And these guys do a lot of void damage, I imagine. Purple void, I guess. And we'll take a look at these. And they have some void resistance. I'll throw it on there, because our gloves are terrible anyway, so perfect. And we'll put this Glyph of Hope in there, which just gives us a chance at a hope of not using forged potential. You see that forging potential on there, that 12? Well, each time you you forge something on here, let's throw this up there for a second. It cost forged potential, so we could put lightning resist or just armor on here, but it takes up some of this forging potential. And if we have a Glyph of Hope, which I'm not going to use for this item because it's just a throwaway item anyways, but it has a chance at not using up that potential. So we'll just throw that on there. Now we've got some armor. Can we put anything else on here? Prefix, vitality, why not? Let's have some fun. And we have 2 vitalities. We'll put 2 vitalities on there. I think we can upgrade it again. And we have 4 forging potential left. Perfect. Got it down to 0. And now we've just improved that armor, instead of just sitting on this stuff. Cool. Okay, we just hit level 10, and this is going to be pretty crucial. This is pretty cool, actually. So we're going to spend this, but we unlock Shield Rush. So let's do that next. We're going to put it right here. And now check this out. Shield Rush is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and do it. And come on. It's got a... Oh, we don't have it. Sorry, guys. I'm used to this not being the case. We're going to put it on there, but we can't really use it yet until level 20. Unless we were to unspec this right here. We're not going to really need to. It's tempting to do it, though. Let's unspec it just to show you what I'm talking about, because I want this Shield Rush more than I want this healing thing. We're going to still use Rebuke, but we won't put it into a specialization yet. So let's respec out of it. And we're going to despecialize this skill. And now we're going to specialize Shield Rush. It's that important because there's a way to use it without a shield. So that's what we're going to go for first, and we're going to specialize into it, and we get 2 points, which we need, and the next point we get, as soon as we level this up, we'll be able to use it without a shield. So let's go ahead and do that. Shield Rush deals more damage twice, and then we're going to go there next. Pretty cool. I'll be right back. I really like these Ursine Jade Amulets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple things. First, I'm just going to put it on because I like the attack speed. Watch how much are 247, 252, but it scales up even higher than that. And we can find one with a better melee attack speed. What else is on there? I'm holding control. We got minion health, increased health. That's not that good. And the physical resistance. So I'm going to find a different one of these, but I like this base. So if I like that base, I'm going to go like this. Bring up our... We're going to add a rule. We're going to recolor to red. We'll confirm it. And we're going to add an item. And it's going to be an accessory, amulet, confirm, and then we'll do sub. And I think it's going to be this one right here. I want them to show me those. And if you like any of the other ones, like physical resistance would be cool, but this isn't until level 58. And this is just making this one colored red. I don't really care about that one. The health one, not really. And I'm cool with this. Maybe the crit strike, once I get my crit strike up a little bit, we'll just say confirm. And now, if this is on the ground, it should... If this is on the ground, it should be in red. And that just highlights it for me, which is pretty cool. And we'll put it on. And I'll just chuck that one on the ground. Not too bad. Okay, next up, we're going to actually improve this so we could use it without a shield. Perfect. And now we can do stuff like this. We have it here. And I just point this way, and I hold it down, and it just goes all that way. And then it's going to be back up again, and we go to the next area. And I just zoom over to there. And you can get this to the point where you're really, really good at it. And it's amazing. You can get it to where you're... And the mana won't be an issue. We'll work on that as well. And it's just so much fun to be able to spin around like that and do that stuff. It really, really is. And now we're going to unlock this skill by going like this. We're going to take 1 point here and 1 point here. And we'll work on this. This is going to reduce the cooldown on this shield rush, which is really, really nice for level. I mean, for leveling and everything else, it's just amazing when we can sit here and just go. We'll get around the corner here, and we'll just smash right through this. We'll go as far as we can, and that's how far we went. If you hit a wall or something there, it'll break it up. We can just do it again, and it's kind of like a fun mini game, especially in the mapping section of the game. Trying to aim just perfectly right. And we'll keep going. We'll open this up. And we'll go from there. And now we're going to improve this again. And we're going to improve Rive to get the last one. That's going to unlock the next, 24% chance to get it to spawn those forged weapons, which is really cool. And I'll just show you what they're doing. I mean, those are all spawning up. And they're just taking care of everything. It's really nice. And then we can just go... Let's take the map up and go from there. And to be able to do this where we're... Come on! Oh! I'll have to grab that too. It's a lot of fun. I think Shield Rush is my favorite skill. Oddly enough. We just smash along. It's pretty cool. We've got quite a few of these guys now. These 5 that you can see in the top left up there. And we'll just let them do its thing. We'll just let it's... they're just attacking and doing it. And it's really nice. Pretty cool. Now we've done one side quest. And we've started unlocking all these things. And if you ever wonder, you can actually go onto here. And it'll show you on the top left just by holding shift. It'll pull this back up. Just make sure you get all these idle slots unlocked and the passives. And you can do that just by, like clicking on that. And you'll see, oh, it rewards a passive. Go do it. And that's how you do that kind of stuff. But it's really important to get that done. I'm going to actually fix a little bit of a thing. I would like it a little bit different than this because we needed that 1 point to unlock this. So I've come up right in town here, this mind symbol, right there, that little brain symbol. You just come over to them, re-specialize. I'm going to go right down to, I want to respec this 1 point. Let's see if we can do it that way. 50 gold, respec. And then I have that 1 point out of there, and I can move it over to here. So let's do that.
Not well on regrets.
And I should be able to move it there. Perfect. For only 50 gold. Not bad at all. The next point I'm going to spend here as well. And he dropped a couple of idols too when we did that. So now let's take a look at these idols. We could put one in the middle, or we could put one like this. And let's take a look. 6 health on kill. That's pretty nice, actually. And freeze rate. And we're going to go with the life gain on kill. I'd like it life gain on hit. That would be nice. And then we're going to come up to our stash. Right now we have a general. And then, okay, so this is the categories. You could just add as many categories as you want up at the top. I'm going to remove this one. Delete category. There we go. And then we can buy. Let's see how much it costs to buy a tab at this point. We'll buy one. Why not? Cool. So now we have 2 tabs. I'm going to make this called a relic tab, or an idle tab. So we're going to right click on here and highlight this, and we'll say idle. And we'll color it like a light bluish greenish. Confirm it, and then I can start sticking these weird idols in here. And then I'll go through them later and clean them out. Stash 1 is just general. I'm going to call this a dump tab. Dump tab. And then what I'll end up doing is, that's my dump tab, where I just dump everything and deal with it later. And then I'm going to have a, let's say we'll call it, we'll call this one Sentinel. And we'll put Sentinel type gear in here. And so now we've got Sentinel with no tabs because we don't have a tab in there yet. And you could just move it. If we wanted to, we could buy, I don't think we can buy another one. No, it's 2,000 now. So if we can actually just put this in under the Sentinel folder by right clicking and changing it there. And then it would move it under that one. But Sentinel right now doesn't have anything because we don't have another tab for that. And then I'm going to sell this other stuff off. Although I rarely sell this stuff, but we'll get a little bit of gold early on just for that. But I wouldn't suggest selling stuff. This is where you buy the Runes of Shattering. And the Runes of Shattering, I can't buy one right now. But if you find a weapon or an item, any kind of item that you want to shatter, you would put it in here. Pick the Rune of Shattering, which is right there, and then you'd shatter it, and you'd have a chance of getting affixes that are like you could get a plus strength affix. You could get dodge, resistances, all that kind of stuff, whichever that are on the armor, and it's a varying number. So if it's a higher tier 5, tier 6, tier 7 of the stat, and you shatter it, you'll get back more affixes. So that way, when you're finding stuff on the ground, let's say plus melee damage, and then you're like, okay, I don't want the weapon, but I'll shatter it, and then I can have the affixes. So it's neat, a way to like peel affixes off of gear that you find on the ground and that you don't want anymore. Pretty cool. Now we're going to make it so it costs less mana, because it costs a lot of mana right now. And we're going to get that down. What does it cost right now? 55. We're going to keep improving that till it gets down to maybe like 3 or 4 points in here. We'll see. And we have 1 more point to spend here. And now we've unlocked the next level. Pretty cool. And you can use a town portal anywhere. Just press the Z key right here, and it'll bring you right back to town. Ooh, we got some gloves. What are these? Avarice. I think I've actually seen these before. 3% of elemental damage, increased leech rate. Nope. Not for this character, but we'll save them. And let's compare these to our current boots. The movement speed is nice. Too nice to pass up. And cool. The next 5 points I'm going to be spending right here. This basically gets us 2 things. It takes care of our mana when we're using Rive, and even if you use multi-strike, if you want to mess around with that too, but I like Rive a lot. this thing is just flat out amazing. You're going to get 25 per hit, and it's going to hit multiple monsters at once. Sometimes you're going to get your mana back and your health back, and this allows us to really start to face tank stuff. So we're going to take 5 of these. That'll be the next thing we do. If you ever come across these, they drop exalted items. Exalted items, I'll actually show you when we let's fight the guy. And we're getting our life gain on hit. Oh, he's going to try to zap us. We're going to use our... Whoa! I changed the keybind. I pressed A first. Darn it. Let's see if he's still here. He might not be. I was going to rebuke, but I pressed A and I switched the keybind to S. Let's get out of the way of that thing. And he's brutal. And we'll get out of the way. Oh, that's the guy. He does the spinning thing like Piety. We'll rebuke and spacebar twice. This guy's tough, but he drops interesting stuff. Let's go over here and try to heal up out of this and let our thing do our oh, come on. Nice. Oh, got a health potion just in time. And it's healing us. Perfect. And these purple items are exalted, meaning, see that thing that says 11%, 11. It's an item that we can't craft it. So if I hold Alt and Control, it's that item that's in purple, the line that's in purple. Let's bring it up correctly. 11% of armor also applies to damage over time and 49 armor. Pretty cool on both those, and we get some strength. So I'm looking at this, and the 20 health is nice, and the minion damage is nice for our minions those swords count as minions. Armor mitigation also applies to damage over time. It would be nice if we could get 100% of armor mitigation to our damage over time. But this isn't bad, and we get 49 armor out of it. We'll throw it on and we get some strength. Let's put them on for fun. And I'll go over these items. I think I'm going to replace this. So we found this other relic. It's already pretty decent already, and it has 14 forging potential. What can we put on here to make it even more interesting? Not the poison damage. I don't like that one. I like the health. We don't have any way to improve it because we don't have health shards. But let's see what we could put on here prefix-wise. Minion damage. I like that one. And what about this one? Just to check it beforehand. Resistances. So let's do minion damage, and we'll put it on to this. We'll add the affix, and we have 14 potential right now. 2. And let's see if we can put anything. Nope, we can't. We don't have enough stuff to put on either of these now. So we'll take this back off, throw this here, and put it over there. And this weapon isn't better than ours, but it's getting there. We should be able to replace our weapon pretty soon. I'm going to add another rule to this thing. I'm going to say hide, and you just press Shift F to bring this up. And an item type, let's see. I don't want to see jade rings. Accessories, rings, confirm, subtype. I don't want to see the jade rings, and I don't want to see probably the mana rings for me. That's fine, but that's only on level 40 up. So for now, we can do that. Confirm. Add. Nice. Now I won't see jade rings. So it's getting really easy. I sit there and I swing and swing and swing like this, and then if my health starts going down, I just pop that. We're going to make this so that it actually heals us while we're doing that as well. And that gives me enough time to regen a little bit of time. and I can avoid a big hit too like that. And we're going to improve this to make it even better too. Pretty cool. And we can just use this. And you'll get better and better at steering that too. And we're going to go right back to... Oh, you can just go like this. And, oh, these are the completed. So just right click. And it should take us where we have to go. I think that was it. Let's find out. And offline, this loads really, really fast. This isn't bad, though. And we'll go here.
I fear you must
Nice.
leave.
My gosh. Another point, passive point. And we get to spend a point here as well. There's a few things I want. I want this on to strike number 2. It's a 3-strike thing. It goes 1, 2, and then a big hit. The strike number 2 would pull things into us. I like having that. But we are using a 2-handed weapon, and I really want this. So the effects of the damage of stats on the 2-handed are essentially doubled. So we're gonna do that. Cool. And we're gonna continue to improve this right up to 20. Oh, we get 2 of those. Nice. So that's 15 health per hit. Okay, let's see how well we do versus this guy again. And this was with the improved health, and we're going to rebuke when he tries to get us. But we've been healing ourselves, which is nice. See how we're healing up? So we're starting to face tank already, which is really nice. And he's going to do his thing. Come on. We could do a rebuke, just, oh, and we haven't spawned any of the, forged weapons, which is okay, but we're just using Rive to rive them down. And then we got this item. And, whoa, 1 second. And they were over there attacking the other thing. These weapons, they were popped up. If I pressed A, I think I would have got them to come towards us. Can we pop this thing again? No. Healed and temporary displacement for dangerous arcane experiments. Interesting. Alright, let's see what we can do versus this guy. And I pressed A on them. I don't know if he's going to be able to attack it. And we'll take the hit here. Let's see how... Not bad, and we're just healing ourselves back up. And we've got our hand over the... Oh, wow. That was easy. We got some boots. We'll take a look at those. We'll pick up all these shards, and I'll go over this gear, and I'll be right back. And let's take a look at the boots first, though. And the boots, we got, currently we have the 6% move, total of 15% movement speed on the other boots. And these have 14, so it's going to be better, probably. Dodge rating, if you've been hit recently, movement speed... 5% less damage taken while moving, so if we're doing Warpath or the movement thing, pretty cool. And yeah, these are going to be better than what we have on. And it's got some dexterity. Let's pop them on. Throw these. We'll actually save these. Maybe we'll shatter them. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Probably not. We're going to shatter something better than that. And then this weapon, no. And let's just pop. Let's just see. We're at 547 on Rive right now. Wow. With this weapon. Nope. Nope. And probably nope. Yeah, we're fine with these. And we'll keep on going. Okay, for the next few levels, all we're going to be doing is we're going to spend this. I might spend 1 or 2 more points here, but then we're going to get this to actual add to the damage, and this to add to the damage. So, Shield Rush, this is going to be your main path for it. You could also add this on here if you'd like, and this one. It's up to you. But basically, maybe 1 or 2 more points in here, and then don't get this one, because then it'll transfer you back to where you started from. And then this is it. Easy stuff. We're going to spend another point in here, and then 1 more in here. And then we're going to unlock our Forge Guard. That'll be the next thing we do. We're going to unlock. This will be an interesting fight. Let's get a bunch of... look at that. We spawned so many. 5, 6. 6 of our things. We can just stand in the middle and let these things do it. Let's see. They're doing all the work. We're not doing anything, guys. I haven't touched a button. Very cool. Let's do some more of them. Spawn some more. And we're going to get 12 of these, and we're going to improve them so they're even more deadly. Very cool. Does this just keep coming? Let's find out. We'll pick up that. We got another level, and we're going to spend that next point. Very cool. I want to see what happens here. Reach the lower level district. Oh, and we got a big bad guy here now. And because we have 6 of those things, they're just dumping on them. We've got our rebuke ready. And we haven't had to use it yet. We've been healing ourselves with base tanking and... Oh! I didn't know if he was going to explode and kill us. Oh, and it highlights it in red for us. That might be better than what we have. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, this weapon right here, if we compare it, it's this one's better. It's got the 31 base of the melee and then 9, so we're looking at 40. And that one's looking at 43. And what else makes it better? The increased melee damage, that makes it better. And watch, see, with 547, we put it on, 580. And we're going to improve it now too. So let's do a few things. Let's put this away. Let's take a look. Shock on hit, 15 health versus 6 health on kill. 15 health flat or 6 health on kill. Well, we'll put it over there and we'll probably just store it away. The chance to shock is interesting, and that's what shock does. Chance to stun, and it has 60% reduced effect against bosses. Increased resistances. Oh, but that's only on shock, so we're not going to use that one. I'll be right back. Take a look at this. It's a nice base with that 15% melee attack speed. So we're at 580, 618. So I definitely want to use this one, but I want to see if I can possibly get rid of that increased lightning damage and change it to something else. So let's bring up our... We'll shift right click it in there. And increased lightning damage we can't, so we're going to use a glyph of chaos. And we're going to hopefully change this into something else. Let's see if we can do it. And we have 17 forging potential. Let's do it. And what did it change it into? Void penetration. That's not good. And we don't have one of those. But it was worth a shot. And can we add something cool to this? Let's see. We could do health, void resistance. Let's just do flat health. And then what is this? Increased chance to find potions. Nice. So we're just going to do health to it. And we've got 4 of these shards. So let's see if we can get a low roll on the 1 to 11 here. Because it has 11. Oh, and cool. We could do it again. And we could do it another time. Nice. Come on. Tier 2. Yep, and it used it all up. Okay. No, what? Where did it? Oh, I did the mistake. Well, I learned. This right here, it kept it there, so it was improving it and then re-rolling it to that. That's terrible. That's not nice of it to do that. Well, we got 45 dodge rating out of it. All right, so on chaos, we have to remove the thing. It should remove it. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. It should remove it afterwards. That's not nice. I thought it would. I mean, it's like you use it up and then it's gone. But if you have multiple of them, then it uses it. And here I was trying to improve it, but that's okay. And we'll go on to the next item. Okay, let's work on that weapon. And we're at 618. We'll bring this up. Now, here's the thing. If you shift right click, it'll put it over there. But if you close that, it's still over there. It doesn't put it back. So, there we go. So let's see. We could add a suffix, but we only have these. I don't want to do the stun chance thing. Melee damage is pretty much what I really want to do, but I don't have the things for it, so I can't improve it. I don't have the affixes. So no worries. But we'll get there. Let's spend that next point. And now, I believe we can do the next step. If you want, you can actually put the smite on here now because we have our 20 points spent in Sentinel. We won't be spending any more points in here because we're going to be focusing on Forge Guard. because we want to unlock this, because Forge Strike is gonna actually allow us to improve our forged weapons, and we'll go from there next. I think this might be a good spot to break off. So to summarize what we have going on here, we have Shield Rush, which allows us to do our shield rushing without a shield, so we can use a two-hander. This has improved it. You're going to be focusing on these next. These right through here, just to reduce the cost a little bit, and then you're going to be improving the damage, because damage is nice. Rive, we're going to be getting this one next. So we're going to be working, it looks like 2 here, 1 here, and then we can unlock that. And then at level 20, once we get that, we're going to unlock our next thing in the next episode. And then I'm going to show you where we're going to spend the points over here to unlock Forge Strike. Pretty cool. So I think we're in good shape. Let's do one of these to send us out. How far can we go? That far? Not bad. And we can go even further once we get this in good shape. Oh, we can crafting screen. Very nice. Yep, we know how to do that. And all right, so the next episode will focus on this. I hope this has got you to a good point and in good shape. So we'll go from there and enjoy. And now we're going to actually choose our mastery. It's the end of time. We went into the portal, the end of time portal, and then you run up this. You run up that ramp. You start down there. Run up the ramp, and we're going to talk to this guy. See that guy running up the ramp? And we're going to choose our mastery right now.
That's good. I see your countless.
And come on.
I want them.
Choose mastery. This is something you can't undo. So once we do this, we're moving forward from here. But this is the one I want because I want to improve our forged weapons. So this is what we're going to go for. Choose the mastery. Are you sure? Confirm it. Can't be undone. Done. Very cool. So now we've unlocked that skill, and we're going to put Forge Strike right here. Let's see if it's coming up. Very cool. And that'll be the next thing we work on too. And let's see what he has to say.
You are still you.
I'll return. Oh, and we get a passive point. And we can go back to the council chamber from here. So I'll do that next, and let's see if we can spend the point next. We'll do that in the next episode. Oh boy. And oh, we have 2 points to spend, and we get to improve this again, and we get to improve this. So we'll do all that in the next episode. Cool.